Good morning, students. Yesterday we discussed one topic, matter. What is the meaning of matter? What is the definition of matter? Which occupies the space and has mass. The material which occupies the space and has mass, that material we call as matter. Okay, here we have the two types of classification for the matter. One is classification of matter at microscopic level, classification of matter at macroscopic level. Yesterday we discussed classification of matter microscopic level. Okay, classification. Matter can be classified into 5 types at microscopic level. What are those? 1. Solid state, liquid state, gaseous state, and plasma state, and Bose-Einstein state. We saw 5 states. Okay, just when you heat solid state, we'll get the liquid state. Okay, in continuation, gaseous state, in continuation. Okay, here plasma state and Bose-Einstein state. While cooling, okay, opposite backward reaction, Bose-Einstein state to, okay, here plasma state to gaseous state to liquid state to solid state. Yesterday we saw, okay, some important properties of those matters, okay, microscopic level. Today we will discuss about the classification of matter at macroscopic level. Classification of matter at macroscopic level. Okay, matter can be classified at macroscopic level into two types. One is mixtures. Okay, here second one is pure substances. At macroscopic level, matter can be classified into two types. One is mixtures and pure substances. What is the meaning of mixture? If any material which contain two or more than two components, we call as mixtures. If any material which contain two or more than two components or compounds or molecules, we call as mixtures. We call as mixtures. Okay, here again further these mixtures can be classified into two types. One is homogeneous mixtures, and here heterogeneous mixtures. What is the meaning of homogeneous mixture and what is the meaning of heterogeneous mixture? Okay, before seeing the definition, we'll see the first example for the homogeneous mixture. Okay, here I am taking example. Okay, take here milk, add water. Okay, this material contains water and milk. It contains two components, so it is considered as a mixture. After mixing of both, what happens? What we can see? Only we can see one. That means we'll get the uniform solution. Okay, if we will get the uniform solution by the addition of two or more than two components to one each other. Okay, more than two each other, we call as homogeneous mixture. If you get one or if you get uniform mixture by the addition of two or more than two components or materials to each other, we call as homogeneous mixture. Suppose for example, if you add water to milk, what do you observe? Only milk. Okay, you take sodium chloride, add into the water. after the addition, after the dissolving of sodium chloride, what you observe? Only water. You take sugar, add into the water. After the dissolving of sugar, what you observe? Only water. Okay, you prepare. For example, you prepare ornament gold. Okay, we are mixing both. Which one? Gold and copper. After the preparation of ornament gold, you observe only gold. Okay, that is also one of the best example for homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. These are the examples for the homogeneous mixture. What are the examples? One is water milk, sugar water, salt water, and ornament gold. Air also homogeneous mixture.
Ink and water. Ink and water.
Any air. Okay, all those are the best example for the homogeneous mixture. Okay, then in continuation we'll see the heterogeneous mixture. Okay, heterogeneous mixture means two components not mixed with each other. Perfectly mixed with each other, and we observe what we added. We observe what we added here. Okay, see the definition of this one. Okay, here now we will not get the uniform solution. If we will not get the uniform solution by the addition of two or more than two components, is called as heterogeneous mixture. Suppose for example, here I am writing. Okay, you take sugar, add salt. What happened? Okay, it is also one type of mixture. After the addition of sugar and salt, we will get sugar salt mixture. That mixture contains sugar and salt. We absorb both. We added two, we absorb two. Such type of mixtures we called as heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, sugar, salt. Okay, sugar, sand. Salt, sugar, sand. Any other materials, which are not form uniform compound.
Water and sand.
Water and sand also. All those water and gold particles, water and silver particles, all water and benzene, water and kerosene, water and oil. All those are the, suppose for example, water and oil. You mix it. What happened? We absorb oil and we absorb water. We'll get the solution. We'll get the mixture, but not that uniform mixture. Such type of not uniform mixtures. We call as heterogeneous mixtures. This is the 2 mark question. What is the homogeneous mixture? Give an example. What is the heterogeneous mixture? Give an example. For PU point of view, 2 marks question. This is about the mixtures. Then in continuation, we will see the pure substances. Pure substances means the compound which contain one type of atoms or one type of molecules. One type of atom or one type of molecules we call as pure substances. Or the compounds which contain fixed ratio of atoms. Fixed, exact atoms or fixed ratio of atoms also we called as pure substances. Suppose for example, gold is there. Gold is a pure substance. Why? It contains only gold particles. It contains only gold particles. Water, pure water. Rainwater is there. Rainwater we called as pure water. It contains only pure form of water particles. Suppose glucose is there. What is the formula of glucose? C6H12O6. It contains fixed. It contains fixed ratio of atoms. Exact atoms. Never change. Glucose means, in 2020 glucose C6H12O6. In 1900 also glucose C6H12O6. There is no change. By changing the temperature, by changing the time, by changing the pressure, there is no change in the ratio of glucose of atoms. Such type of molecules also we considered as a pure substances. Here, pure substances can be classified into two types. Pure substances can be classified into two types: atoms or elements, atoms or elements, and compounds. Compounds we simply call as molecules. Okay, here atom means it contains only atoms. Suppose for example, oxygen atom contain only oxygen. Nitrogen atom contain only nitrogen atom. It is also considered as a elements. Atom is nothing but element. Okay, atom means it is a Latin word. Atomio. Atomio means indivisible particle. Okay, undividable particle. Indivisible particle means okay, we can't divide that particle. Such type of particles we consider as a atom. Atom. Okay, this atom definition given by John Dalton. Atomio from atomio. Element also same. A single individual particle we consider as an element or atoms. All elements are available in maximum elements are available in the form of pure form. In pure form only. In pure form only. And here atoms are elements classified into three types. Atoms are elements again classified into three types based on their nature. Based on their nature, what is metal? Okay, non-metal, and here metalloids. Metalloids. Is it visible? Okay, metal, non-metal, metalloids. Metal. Okay, here non-metal and metalloids. What are the metals? Before seeing the metals and non-metal, metalloid. Okay, metalloids have intermediate properties between metals and non-metals. Okay, in periodic table, okay, I gave some elements to you. Okay, first class. In first class, I gave some elements to you. Metalloids, all metalloids arranged in between metal and non-metal. This belongs to D block or P block. Okay, antimony, tin, lead, all those are simply considered as a metalloids. What are the metals? What is the definition of metal? The element which has capability to donate one electron. The element which has capability to donate one electron we called as metal. First group elements, second group elements, some of the D block elements we called as metals. First group element. What are the first group elements except hydrogen? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Okay, all those are the metals. Beryllium, second group. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. All those are the metals. Iron is also metal. Zinc is also metal. Tin is also metal. Okay, tin is metallite. Okay, aluminium. All those are the simple example for the metals. Gold is also one of the metals. Silver is also one of the metals. Okay. And here non-metals. Okay, non-metal means after the carbon, here oxygen, nitrogen, all those are the best example for the non-metals. What is the definition of non-metal? The element which has capability to accept one electron. The element which has capability to accept one electron we called as non-metal. Okay, example for non-metal. Nitrogen is non-metal, fluorine is non-metal, chlorine is non-metal, bromine is non-metal, iodine is non-metal. Okay, sulfur is non-metal. All those are the best examples for the non-metals. Okay, non-metals. This is about the just discussion of the metal, non-metal, and metalloids. Compounds. Example for compounds: glucose, ammonia, water molecule. All those are the best example for the compounds. Okay, water contain only H2O molecule. Ammonia contain only NH3 molecule. Glucose contain only C6H12O6 molecule. Sucrose contain only C12H22O11 molecules. That means those are also pure substances have fixed ratio of atoms. Have fixed ratio of atoms. Those are simply we considered as a compounds. Or simply another way we call as molecules. Here molecules are two types. Here molecules are two types. One is homomolecules and heteromolecules. Homomolecules means, okay, atom means nitrogen is the atom. For example, nitrogen plus nitrogen, what you will get? N2. It is a molecule. It is a molecule. Suppose for example, nitrogen plus oxygen forms NO. It is also one molecule. Both are molecules. Okay, this molecule contain same type of atoms. The molecule which are formed by the interaction between same type of atoms, we call as homomolecules. We call as homomolecules. Example for homomolecules: nitrogen molecule, oxygen molecule, okay, carbon molecule. All those are the hydrogen molecule. Okay, all those are the best example for the homomolecules. All those are the best example for the homomolecules. What is the meaning of heteromolecules? The molecule which are formed by the interaction between two different atoms or elements, we call as molecule. Which molecule? Heteromolecule. Glucose formed by the reaction between carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Sucrose formed by the reaction between, okay, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Water formed from hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon dioxide formed from carbon and oxygen. Okay, here nitric oxide. This NO is called nitric oxide. Okay, N2O is there. This N2O we called as laughing gas. Laughing gas. It is also one of the heteromolecule. Heteromolecule. This is about the heteromolecules and homomolecules, metals, non-metals, metalloids. This is about the compounds, atoms and elements. Compounds are also simply called as molecules. Okay, this is about the pure substances. Okay, here matter can be classified into two types. One is mixtures and here pure substances. Pure substances. And here homogeneous mixtures can be classified into, okay, two types. One is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. All types of solutions are best example for the homogeneous mixture. All types of solutions we consider as a, okay, homogeneous mixture. Okay, yesterday last class we discussed what are those. Okay, solid solution, solid liquid solution, solid gas solution. Okay, here liquid solid solution, liquid liquid solution, liquid gas solution, gas solid solution, gas liquid solution, gas solution. All those 9 types of solutions are best example for the homogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures. Okay, heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, we discussed some heterogeneous mixture. True solutions. Okay, true solutions are homogeneous mixture, and here colloidal solutions are heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, after that pure substances, okay, classified into two types: atoms and compounds. Atoms can be classified into 3 types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. And compounds classified into 2 types: homomolecules or homocompound and heterocompound or heteromolecules. Okay, this is about the just classification of matter at macroscopic level. Okay, in continuation, we see the properties of matter. Properties of matter. Any matter exhibits 2 types of properties. Any matter exhibits, okay, 2 types of properties. Matter exhibits 2 types of properties. One is physical property. Physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties and chemical properties. Okay, here I am taking one example. After that, we'll discuss. You take the water. What is the physical state of water? Liquid. When you heat water at 100 degrees centigrade temperature, it boils. So 100 degrees centigrade is the boiling temperature of water. 100 degrees centigrade is the boiling temperature of water. Okay, here water converts into gas. Okay, this is the one. Here I am taking boiling point. Boiling point is the one of the physical property of water. Why it is called physical property? Okay, during the chemical reaction, if chemical substance physically change, but not the chemical. Such type of properties we called as physical properties. Here see, liquid state of water converts into gaseous state of water. Okay, here the chemical formula in liquid state, chemical formula of water in liquid state, H2O. The chemical formula of water in gaseous state also, H2O. There is no chemical change. Here we observe physical change. The property which proceeds through physical change are called as physical properties. Physical properties. So many physical properties are there. Boiling point. Okay, boiling point. Boiling point. Melting point. Melting point. Okay, I will give the definition of boiling point and melting point. Density. Density. Color. Odor. Color, order, all those are the best example for. Okay, refractive index. Okay, all those are the best example for the physical properties. What is the boiling point? What is the melting point? Okay, here transition temperature. Transition temperature. Okay, all those are the best example for the physical properties. What is the meaning of boiling point? What is the definition of boiling point? The liquid which boils at temperature. The liquid, okay, boils. The temperature at which liquid boils. The temperature at which liquid boils, we call as boiling point. What is the boiling point of water? 100 degrees centigrade. 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, water molecule start boils at 100 degrees centigrade temperature. It ends with at 373 degrees centigrade temperature. At 373 degrees centigrade. Okay, boiling temperature starts of water at 100 degrees centigrade. This we call as boiling point. Okay, it ends with at which temperature? 373 degrees centigrade temperature. This temperature we call as transition temperature. That means at this temperature, complete water liquid converts into complete water vapor. Here, equilibrium is there. Equilibrium is observed in between water liquid and water vapor. Here, there is no water liquid. We have only water vapor. Completely, one physical state, water completely changed from one physical state to another physical state, we call as transition temperature. Here also physical state change. There is no chemical. Okay, here melting point. The material or the liquid, okay, melt temperature. At which temperature the material or the liquid melt, we call as melting temperature or melting point. Melting point. Okay, density. What is the meaning of density? Density indicated with D. D is equal to M by V. M by V. Okay. Density directly proportional to the mass of an atom. Density indirectly proportional to the volume of an atom. Value increases means density decreases. Okay, the mass increases means density increases. Directly proportional to the mass of an atom or mass of material. Okay, here density indirectly proportional to the value. Indirectly proportional to the value. Okay, here color order, already we know about the color. We observe color by using our eyes. Okay, our eyes only capable to observe only Vidyar colors only. We observe only Vidyar colors. VIBZOYOR. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. We observe only this range. This called as visible range. Below this we call as UV. Above that we call as another one. This is the visible range. We observe only these colors. Okay, order. By using our nose, we will observe the order of chemical substance. This is also one of the physical property of matter. What is the meaning of chemical property? The property which can proceed through by changing chemically, we called as chemical property. Okay, here I am taking hydrogen gas and reacts with oxygen gas. What happened? We will get the water. What happened here? Hydrogen chemically changed and here oxygen also chemically changed. Hydrogen or oxygen converts into only one molecule, that is water. Chemically changed. Okay, this type of reactions we call as chemical properties. Reaction with hydrogen, reaction with oxygen, reaction with nitrogen. Okay, all those are the best example for the chemical properties. Okay, and okay, here combustion reaction. Combustion reaction means, today combustion means heating. Heat calcium carbonate. Heat calcium carbonate. What happened? We'll get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Here what happened? Okay, here it's a solid. Here we'll get solid. It is a gas. See here, calcium carbonate completely changed. Physically changed or chemically changed? Main product is solid. No, there is no change in physical state. Okay, chemically changed. Okay, chemically changed. Suppose for example, sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid. What happened? We get sodium chloride and water. Here see, sodium hydroxide completely chemically changed. Hydrochloric acid completely chemically changed. Okay, such type of reactions we call as neutralization reactions. So many reactions are there. Okay, dehalogenation or halogenation. Okay, dehydration or hydration. Hydrogenation, dehydrogenation, oxidation, reduction. All those are the best examples for the chemical properties of matter. These are the chemical properties and physical property. What is the definition of physical property? Okay, the property which proceeds through physical change of molecule, not the chemical change. We call it as physical property. Okay, the property, chemical property means the property which proceeds through chemical change of reactants. Okay, we call as chemical property. In this, okay, reactant may be changed physical state also, but it should be chemical change observed. Here we should be observed chemical change. Okay, such type of properties are called chemical properties. This is also one of the introduction of the first basic concepts in chemistry. Yesterday we discussed matter at microscopic level. Today we discussed matter at macroscopic level and properties of matter. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue with the measurement of matter. Matter measurement, we have nearly 4 or 5 systems. In that CGS system is there. CGS, centimeter, gram, second system. MK system, meter, kilometer, meter, kilogram and second system is there. Here this explains only specific one, but one more measurement is there. SI system. International standard system. International standard system. IUPAC introduced that SI system. We'll see what is SI system. We'll see the units and here units of different matters and different definitions. We'll see in continuation. That is also very important for 1 mark question. And further also we'll see such type of on those. Yesterday I gave one question to you. What is the physical state of sun? Sun is it solid or is it gas or is it liquid? Sun is actually according to the old definitions, old criteria, sun is a plasma state. At sun we have clearly 5778 Kelvin temperature. This is a maximum temperature. At this temperature, the gaseous molecule present at this temperature. At nearly 3000 degrees centigrade, we called as a plasma state. More than 3000 degrees centigrade or more than 3000 Kelvin temperature, we called as Bose-Einstein state. Sun may be plasma state or Bose-Einstein state. This is also one of the matter. 4th state and 5th state of the matter. 4th or 5th state of the matter. What about the moon? What about the temperature of moon? Moon. At moon, daytime 100 degrees centigrade only. Moon depends on sun. Moon is a parasite. Moon absorbs the light daytime and emits the light at night time. Just like radium. Here at daytime the temperature at moon is 100 degrees centigrade. Here the temperature night time is minus 177 degrees centigrade. It's a very low temperature. That's why night time we observe cool, very cool. Minus 77 degrees centigrade. This is about the just temperatures of moon and sun. Tomorrow we'll continue with the one more topic. Next video we'll continue with the one more topic. Before that, I want to ask one question. Why an electron? Already you know about the atom. Atom contains electrons, protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons present in nucleus. Electrons always revolve around the nucleus. Always revolve around the nucleus. Why an electron revolves around the nucleus instead of staying at nucleus? Why an electron revolve around the nucleus instead of staying at nucleus? Why? What is the reason? Why not proton? Why not proton? Today in next class we'll see that answer and I will explain that answer. Thank you.